Alright guys, how's it going? I'm OD Plays and today I'm going to take you through the best loadouts in the game right now. Got two SMG and two AR classes here for you, but as a general rule of thumb, pretty much any AR is going to be any SMG in that mid to long range category. So unless you're playing aggressively, getting in people's faces, getting nice and up close, I'd always recommend picking an AR because they're going to be so much more dominant for you in Black Ops 6. I'm going to be going into detail on why I'm using each attachment on each gun, but if you guys want to just copy the loadouts and don't want to have to watch all the video, I'm going to be popping all of the loadouts in the description for you. I'm going to be running stims and semtexes as my tactical and lethal. On the SMG loadouts, I'm going to be running the Warcry field upgrade, and on the ARs, I'm going to be running the assault pack. For my perks, I'm going to be running flak jacket, dispatcher, and quartermaster to activate that strategist combat specialty, which is going to help massively with gaining XP. I'm also running perk greed wildcard with bankroll as that extra perk. With this perk package, you can cycle in UAVs, counter UAVs, and a harp as well if you're going on longer streaks, and you're going to gain so much XP so quickly if you just play that objective and keep cycling these streaks. For our first gun, I'm going to be going with my personal favourite out of this list, the AS Val. This is a great all-round option. It excels in that mid to long range, but can still do a job up close if you're hitting your shots properly. I'm rocking the iron sight on here, but if you don't like the iron sight, you could always remove that range of foregrip and add in an optic of your choice. I've personally been using the Kepler Microflex. For the barrel, we've got the suppressed reinforced barrel, which is just going to help with that damage range and bullet velocity. For the underbarrel, I'm using the Ranger foregrip to help that horizontal recoil and the movement speed a little bit as well. Next up, I'm going to be going with that extended mag 2. I feel like the extended mag 1, I don't really get enough firepower in each mag, and the extended mag 3 just slows me down and makes me too clunky, so I opt for that middle ground option every time. Next up, I'm going to be running the Ergonomic Grip. You can also use the CQB Grip here. It just depends on if you'd rather that sprint to fire speed or the ADS speed, whatever suits your playstyle best. And finally, I'm going to be running the Recoil Springs just to keep that accuracy, especially when you get into those longer ranges and you might be playing against people with ACOG scopes on and things like that. Next up for the video is going to be my favorite SMG, the Tanto 22. The slow fire rate and high damage at close ranges makes this a perfect option, but also in those mid ranges, that slower fire rate is going to give you a little bit more control to help out there. For the first attachment, I'm going to be running the Kepler Microflex. This is my personal favorite optic in the game, but you can go with whatever preference you have. Next up is going to be the extended mag 1. This is going to be a great option to give you a little bit more firepower in each magazine, but not slow you down too much. For the rear grip, I'm going to be going with the CQB grip here, because I feel like on an SMG, that sprint to fire speed is just a lot more effective than the ergonomic grip giving you that ADS speed. Going to be running the balance stock here. I have tried the no stock, but feel the balance stock is a better all-round option. Finally, I'm going to be going with the Recoil Springs fire mod. I haven't leveled up the gun enough to unlock the rapid fire, but I feel the fire rate is fine as it is, and the slower fire rate giving me that extra control is what I actually love about this gun. For our next AR loadout, I've got the Model L set up here. I'm going to be running the Kepler Microflex again, but this time with a ported compensator to help with that first shot recoil control and the vertical recoil control. The extended round 1 is my pick here. I feel like the extended mag 2, you don't need 50 bullets in really any game mode unless you're playing a big map, which we haven't really got in this game too much yet. I'm going to be going with the ergonomic grip again here, as I feel the ADS speed is definitely more helpful on the ARs than it is the SMGs. And for our last attachment, I am going to be going with the Recoil Springs again, just to help give you that accuracy, that control, and make sure we're hitting all of our shots. For our final setup in this video, boys, we are going to be running the PP919. This is my very aggressive class. I was using this on Stakeout quite a lot before we got Nuketown added back in. But on Stakeout, I was using this with a 64 round mag. You can spray and pray, pre-fire every doorway, every corner, and not really have to worry about reloading too much, which is so helpful on a small map like that. Going to be running the iron sight because I feel like you don't really need an optic to aim up close, personally. And if you do want an optic, you can always remove that short barrel and add an optic. For the muzzle, I'm running the ported compensator again. It helps with that recoil control, so even though we've got that mobility and that damage output, we're still going to have a little bit of accuracy on this thing. I'm going to be running with that short barrel because I do like to run around and sort of jump shot and hit people, especially when I'm getting up close in their faces and jumping, making it hard for them to hit me. And I've got that sort of aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed while I'm jumping. For the rear grip, I'm going to be going with the CQB grip again. As I said for the Tanto, I feel like the sprint to fire speed is definitely more helpful on the SMGs than it is the ARs. And like I said for the ARs as well, that ADS speed is more effective for them as well, in my opinion. I am going to be running the no stock on this thing just to maximize that movement speed, help that mobility, make myself hard to hit so I can get that damage output off without taking too much myself. And then for the fire mod, I'm going to be running the rapid fire on this thing, just trying to get as much damage output as I can, increase that time to kill as much as I can, play as aggressive as possible, kill people, move, kill people, move. That's the sort of way you want to operate with this setup in mind. Anyway guys, those are the best 4 loadouts in the game right now, in my opinion. If you have any loadouts you think I should try, please drop them in the comments below. And if you enjoy any of these loadouts or enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I post COD videos every Friday and a random games video every Tuesday. So next week I'm going to try to get you guys some gameplay with the loadouts I've showed you here, or possibly, if I find a new loadout by then, some gameplay with that, and just to show you how effective they can be. Hope you all have a good weekend, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.